Welcome, welcome, welcome to Sauce in the City late night comedy game show where me and my funny friends are bringing fun and games to late night TV. This is a live show, meaning no do overs, no takebacks, no edits, no repeats, none of that. So if you have little kids in the room, please shuffle them out or at least find some earphones. But because tonight have we got a show for you.
Are you ready?
Still the best part of my intro. I can't get enough of it. Well, you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's going to be a great show tonight. And as with all great episodes, you need a great cast to help you out. So let's introduce you to tonight's cast. One of my funny friends has returned, and we are so glad to see him on the map. Welcome back to the stream, Funny Man Green.
Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody?
It is so good to see you back in this little box. I am ready to have some fun with you. You seen a new face in the green room. What did you think?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was Seth Rogen at first. I was all excited. You know what I'm talking about? The one that played Pineapple Express and
You know what? Abashedly, I have never watched any of those movies, so I'll have to Google it later. But welcome back to the stream. Are you ready to meet some more folks?
yeah, let's go. Let's bring it.
Let's try it out. How about Malfunction Junction? What's your function? What's going on, Malfunction Junction? Good to see you.
It's good to be seen. Not too much is going on over this way in the home front. Narcan is on sale now at Kroger for $50. So, while you're talking about your wages, I wanted to kind of throw out to you. Just remember, when you think you've got it bad, there's some dope whore out there blowing somebody for more than compliments now. It's to save her life.
Oh my God. Well, Tony, thank you for always bringing those fun facts to the show. It's good to see you every time I do. I thank my Lord and Savior in the sky because you are on the screen, which is all I can ask at this point. So, are you ready to meet some more of the contestants for tonight?
I am. I don't know if they're ready for me to meet them, but yeah, bring them in here.
Oh, well, let's cross our fingers, shall we? Next up, we have Brad Rigler. Hi, Brad. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you for having me back.
Oh, man. Long time no stream, right?
Too long. It's been too long.
It's been too long. So tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. Catch us up on Brad Rigler.
Well, I've been touring around, hitting all the clubs here in mostly Indianapolis, out in Ohio, and of course, I do the roast. I'm the host of the Roast War Championship roast battles inside a steel cage. Okay, so I'm taking that all over the place, putting comics inside a steel cage and having them battle it out.
Woo! sounds like fire,
It is.
fire.
Fire.
Well, what we've been up to is creating and developing games. So, speaking of which, this is a game show. So, tell us, what is your favorite game show or competition series?
I gotta go with the traditional Price is Right
Woo!
because I like the old school games. I do. I do like it, but I also got like the what is it what's the one where they give back the suitcases and then sometimes you marry the prince? What's that name?
I have no clue. I think you just took like.
No, there is it. But Meghan Markle was one of the girls with the suitcases.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's
Let's
make
make
a
a deal.
deal.
Was that what it is? Let's make a deal.
I think so. With Howie Mandel.
Yeah, Howie Mandel. Yeah, I like that one too. I don't remember the name of it, so I went with Price is Right.
He said, "Open cases of money and maybe marry a prince." I'm like, what?
That's what happens. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You are not wrong, my friend. You are not wrong. Are you ready to meet some more contestants?
Can't wait.
Oh my gosh, we are gonna have a good time tonight. I can already feel it. Next up, we have Randy Holton. Hi, Randy.
Hi, Brenda. Hello, everybody.
It is
What's
good
good?
to see you all the way from Tampa, Florida.
Still here in Tampa, Florida. The scary part is hurricane season's coming up again. Hi, Jesus.
Wow.
You know,
Can't wait for that.
we are planning the very first comedy family vacation to Disney World in 2026. And my sister was like, well, when do you want to go? I said, whenever hurricane season isn't going on. Like, so just whenever that's not happening, that's when I want to go.
I'll tell you now, hurricane season is June 1st to November 30th. That is the hurricane season. And the worst part is always September, August. That's like for some reason, that's the temperature change or something crazy. And that's the worst part. Early, later, not so much.
Well, we look forward to being there inside of your home with you for every moment that Mother Nature and the internet will allow us to be there. Are you ready to meet some more contestants?
Indeed.
Indeed, he says. All right, next up we have the one we'll see what's
What
going
up?
you. What up? What up? What up?
Very good to see you, Brenda. How you doing?
Oh my God, I am doing amazing. And now this is your third time on the show. So tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond just a little bit more, just so they know about the one we'll see.
Well, actually, there's been some recent developments. I just got named a party guru on the Star Maker app, and I joined the WoW Elite broadcasting team. So I'll be doing a lot more lives on Star Maker. I have to do a minimum of 6 hours of lives a week, and that's at the bottom end. And if I want to, and I'm going to be able to make some money from it. So I'll probably be doing a lot more lives on Star Maker. But of course, I will be stopping here at Sauce in the City because I love it here. It's always amazing.
Well, you know what? We're going to have to tune in to this Star Maker thing and see up and what's going down. So congratulations. And are you ready
Thank you.
to some more contestants?
I am so ready.
Let's do it. Next up, we have Stephen Douglas. Hi, Stephen.
Hi, everybody. Glad to be here tonight. So, just an FYI, Brenda, my wife has some questions ready for you. She's going to deliver them on your Facebook Messenger so no one can get a heads up on it. Even I don't know, so everything's going to be fair. But looking for a great show tonight. Hope we can make some laughs out there.
I think we can. I think we can. And shout out to Michelle, who's always on the job. And, you know, I figured out something. For all intents and purposes, no one's going to get a jump on anything tonight because I think we're always involved in the game. So she's got to put them where I can see them, which is in the, you know, on YouTube or on Facebook, or she has to put them over there so that I can see them. And you just have to not look. That's all.
Okay. I'll stay in private chat then.
There you go. See? But welcome to the show. It's always good to have you and Michelle along for the ride. And there's some other people who will be tuning in with some questions, hopefully. And we're talking to the folks that are tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. Go ahead if you have any tap-in questions, which are really simple, basic questions that take like 2 seconds to answer. Please, please, please comment with them and help a sister out on the show. Are you guys ready to meet our last contestant?
Yeah.
All right, Damien. Yeah, welcome to the stream.
Well, I know this is not the usual environment that I'm usually in, but when I say that there's a time to go find some comedians that need help, I go. And I'm here to support Randy Holton. Because Randy is the funniest guy on the damn channel, and he's the only one that's been on here more than 200 times. And that's crap. That's fucking garbage, man.
Well,
and here I'm going to support somebody in West Virginia.
It is good to see you, Damien. I know your Wi-Fi is a little bit wonky, so in order for us to keep the show rolling, we appreciate you being here and rolling out to help another fellow comedian. We're going to get more on that later, but right now we're going to go to the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking about the sponsor spotlight, y'all. Do, 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 do. And I love this part of the show because we get to highlight different faces, spaces, and places of people that, and places that we bumped into along the way in our career, and they quickly became our favorites. I got a request in my inbox the other day, and I'm going to let you guys be the judge. This is a video from inside of Betsy, and I never named the file, so I'm just going to click on one and see what we get in this sponsor spotlight. Whoa, whoa, talking.
I mean, you got the custom passer. You got, and we're not even going to talk. We're not even talk about TD Jakes. Oh my goodness! Shoot, that bad boy was doing Diddy parties and some more junk. He had the nerve to write a book talking about woman down or loose, but he was a power bottom, so I think he was even looser. Yeah, that junk was crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, religion's crazy. I want everybody to, not only comedy, I'm working on writing a book. It's called Mama, Please Don't Sell the Food Stamps, We're Hungry. I'm serious. Matter of fact, how many people here got food stamps? There you go. And there's a lot of people that talk about food stamps, but they're quick to be talking about, hey, let me get that 100 for 50. You know what I mean? Yeah, shoot. You know what I mean? I got a decent job and everything. You know, they took away my food stamps and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, shoot. I love my food stamps. A lot of people, all embarrassed and everything. I'll be in the store or whatever like that, and they be like, "How you gonna pay for this?" I'm like James Brown. I'm like, "Say it proud. I got stamps now." You know what I mean? Shoot, I'm not even lying. Matter of fact, when they took away my food stamps and everything, I went to social service. Shoot, I was like the Temptations. I was like, I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. Shoot. Yeah. And they tried to kick me out, you know what I mean? And I was just like, you know, they all color purple and stuff and all. I was like, we be friends must never part. And it's like, get out of here. Nothing but that can give a Shoot, I love my food stamps. I love my food stamps. Shoot. Few things that
And that was the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, talking about the sponsor spotlight, y'all. Do. And word. I love when I have backup. Shout out to Funny Man Green for the video. Y'all give it up for Funny Man Green over there in the corner for the performance. And if you guys out there tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond have a video that you want for us to play on the show, please inbox me direct. I'm always open to see new funny. All right, it is time for us to skip on to our first game, which is Blackout. And this is where I will choose 3 contestants to answer one question so they can start earning points and get themselves on the board. They will receive 1 point for every person on the stream that agrees with them, and they will receive 5 bonus points if everybody on the stream agrees with them. And of course, I don't know why I have to explain this, but I guess for whatever sake, if no one agrees with them, they get 0 points. But that only means that they're out of this game and out of that try, but they can reapply. So let's just remember that inside of the game rules. And the way that we are going to pick our contestant is we are going to play our first round of Tap In. And this is where I'm going to ask a simple question, and everybody in the studio will turn their cameras off. And once you think of the answer, turn your camera on and yell "Tap in."
Tap in.
The first person to do this will win the chance to answer the question. And if answered correctly, they will have the chance to earn the points from the question. Everybody with me so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Whew, that's a lot to write on the back of a card, I swear. So everybody in the studio, by the time I take this graphic down, everybody camera should be off. I'm going to look in the audience and see if we have a question. Okay, not that I can see right away, but I do need glasses and I do need a little more time. So I will just pose the first one and then I'll look for the other questions later. So our first question is, who sings this song? I bet you wonder how I knew about this.
Tap in.
Damien in the car and still quicker on the button. All right, Damien, who sings that song?
The original writer was Boys to Men.
Tap in. Yeah.
Is
Ah,
incorrect.
what?
All right, Funny Man Green, you tapped in next.
Yeah.
Did not say Boys to Men. Give us the correct answer.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Temptations.
That is
No,
correct. About your plans to make me blue with some other guy you knew before. Between two of us guys, you know I love you more. Okay, that's another show. All right, are you ready? Are you ready for your question?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Oh, this is a good one because it applies to online. Let's get some real clarity. Which do you prefer first? Do you prefer a person to send you a friend request first or direct messenger you first and tell you that they are going to send you a friend request? Which one, Funny Man Green, do you prefer that people do first on social media and why?
I prefer somebody to send me the friend request first, because if they send me the friend request, then I can look them up and find out that it ain't no hack or anything like that. No, because I've been hacked before by some Nigerians. You know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah. And when they took over my account or whatever, I try to warn people. I was like, hey, you know what I mean? If you get some messages, it's not from me or whatever. And they completely blocked my account, which means they had control of my pictures and control of my jokes. So somewhere in Africa, somebody is catfishing somebody with my pictures, all of my jokes.
Oh my gosh. I'm always the one when I get a scam note, I'm like, please don't be black. Please don't be black. Please don't be black. Damn. All right, Funny Man Green. Let's see if you guys in the studio agree with Funny Man Green and you want them to send the friend request first. Leave your cameras on and show solidarity. For those of you who would rather people DM you first,
yeah. Because if you open up that message, they can hack your junk. So I want the friend request so I could check out who it is that I'm. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay, cameras off if you want the DM first at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, so how do you think you did, David?
It just depends on how many stupid people is on the panel.
Well, let's see how you did. Oh, you got 2. You got 2 points. At least you did not zero out. So,
Right.
Brad Ziegler, you say go ahead and send me the friend request first, huh?
No.
Yeah, dude. First of all, I don't, just because like the word friend is associated with it, it doesn't really mean we're friends. Like, I just want to have a lot of people. I don't need to talk and get to know you, right? You can see, you just send me over. I mean, we can be friends from a distance or Facebook friends, which means we never need to talk. We never need to meet. We never need to do anything, but I'm not a recluse and a shut-in. I have friends. Just look at my Facebook page.
I love it. I love it. And I'm sorry, Funny Man Green, you got 3. Well, you had 3 points if Damien would stay on the screen. So you do have 3. So remember that. Randy Holton, you say send me the friend request first.
Yes, then the friend request first. The direct message. You go like, who's this motherfucker?
Exactly.
I want to talk to this asshole.
I love it. Okay, Funny Man Green, you have 2 points. Everybody, screens
3.
off.
3 points.
Yes, 3 points. Damien, we can see you. Stop going out and in. Just
No, every time I get let me finish. I mean, I get put in the backstage and I can't fucking pony up like fucking David Green and Randy. God damn, that talk about an Ebony and Ivory show that I'd want to fucking book. That'd be Randy and David Green. Swear to God.
Drop the mic. All right, cameras off. We're about to play another game of tap in to find our next question answer. I'm gonna check in the comments. Oh, here's a good one. All right. What color is Elmo?
Tap in.
Tap in.
No, damn it.
That would
I'm in.
be Stephen for just a hair above Brad Rigler. You were very quick, sir, but he got it just a hair over you. Stephen Douglas answered the question.
Red. Elmo's red.
That is correct. Are you ready for your question?
I am ready.
All right, let's go with, this one I've been wanting an answer to for a little while. So choose one only: $50,000 in cash, free gas for life, free groceries for life, or a $5 an hour raise. Which one are you going for, Stephen?
I'm going for free groceries for life. Groceries are expensive. For $8 for a friggin' carton of eggs and fucking $7 for a gallon of milk. So I'll take that freebie all day, every day for the rest of my life. Sign me up.
Definitely, because we're gonna have to fresh produce is going to cost a lot more because it's going to take a lot more money to get somebody to go out there and pick them. Black people were like, yeah, we're out. All right. So everybody in the studio, if you agreed with Stephen and you're going to go with the free groceries for life, leave your cameras on to show solidarity. And if you decide to take something else, turn your cameras off and we'll talk about it later at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, that's impressive. So how do you think you did, Stephen?
I think I got at least half of us that want to eat. So, I mean, $50,000 will go real quick. And you can only drive so far before you got to have another car. I don't know. I think I did pretty good. I think people want to eat versus the $50,000 and $5. Even if you're making $25, $30 an hour, that $5 ain't gonna help you out for the rest of your life.
Well, let's see how you did.
Oh shit!
Oh, you got 2. Okay. 2 was with you with the free groceries. Okay. Funny Man Green, you say, give me the groceries.
Did you not hear me say about food stamps? not only it's for life, which means that you can sit there and load your junk up and sell groceries. So you're making money. You're making money and eating. So yeah, I want the groceries.
I love it.
Man Green.
Damien, you say give me the free groceries all day.
Every fucking day of the week, and I agree with Funny Man Green. And I'm really glad that Stephen has come out of his comfort zone so he knows what the fucking truth is.
Yeah.
Hello, drop the mic.
Drop it. Down.
And all of that. Okay. Well, definitely, Stephen, you got 2 points, so you didn't zero out on the board. And
well, I know Randy's lying because he's a big boy. He eats. So he's pulling some bullshit.
I did say we would find out, so let's find out. Malfunction Junction, camera on. You said you're taking something else. Please leave your cameras in the position. Brad Rigler, please. Camera off. Leave them in the position. Yep. Okay. So Malfunction Junction, what?
So I'm trying to turn my camera on now. But see, like, again, we're failing to realize food, whatever it is, it does not matter what I get. If I acquire this and they find out, I'll starve to death, be broke forever. My kids will get everything. My ex-wife will make sure I die.
So what are you going with?
A $5 raise means more money that they're going to rate me with at work. Free gas means she's going to be able to go anywhere she wants without having to blow and go in her car. Free groceries means the kids get to eat, and $50,000 in cash means that death is not on here for me to choose.
Right. So you have to choose one of the other four.
I guess it's going to be the $50,000. I can get that out of the way and then just go die.
Okay. Brad Ringler, camera on. You're not going with the groceries. You're going to go with something else.
Gas. I'm going to go with gas. And I'll tell you why. Gas prices are up and down all the time. To be buffered from that, I mean, there's $5 gas that we've had forever. It's coming down now, but I mean, it was big. It got up there pretty high. And so with those sort of fluctuations happening, I'm going to go with the gas. I think it's a close one, but I'm saying I just go with the gas card. I never have to worry about going here or there. Do I need a couple bucks here or there? Nope. Just jump in the car. I got it.
And it magically fills up with gas. I think that is a good choice, Brad. All right, Randy, camera on. You're not going to take the groceries. What are you taking?
Well, the groceries it's a grand idea, but that 50 grand cash on the table, that's tough to turn away. Give me the cash.
Oh, yes.
Give me the cash. The one we'll see, camera on. You say you'll go on a diet. Give you what else?
Yeah, no, show me the money all day, for real. I'm going to make that money work for me. That 50 grand is quickly going to be increasing while I sleep. So that's definitely why I'm going that direction.
I love it. You guys give some of the best answers, Stephen. So that means we were on Stephen, right? Yes.
Yes.
You got 2 points. Okay. Remember your point scores, please. All right. Cameras off. This is your last chance to answer a question and get yourself on the board. I see a lot of zeros in the audience. All right. So I'm going to ask this question. Let me think. What television show is this jingle from? Thank you for being a friend. Funny Man Green, hot on the button. Okay. And it was very, very close. Like very close.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's only because I stutter.
Funny Man Green gets it every time. That's bullshit.
That's only because I stutter. The reason why I was close. I was like tap in, but you know what I mean. Instead I like
all right. Well, they just gotta learn how to be faster and more coordinated with their tap in.
My phone's broke.
All right. So, are you ready for your next question?
Oh, I gotta answer the question, don't I?
Yeah. Are you ready for your next question?
Well, thank you for being a friend. That's
Oh yeah, you got to answer your question. What?
If not, I get next. If not, I get next.
What TV show is that from?
The Golden Girls.
You are absolutely correct. It is from The Golden Girls, one of my very favorite shows. All right, so here is your question. Social media 911. Which bird has the better eye? A hawk, or B, an eagle? Hashtag weigh in, y'all. Which one do you think has the better eye, Funny Man Green?
Well, to be truthful, it's the falcon. But since them two, I'm gonna have to go with the eagle. And the reason why I'm going to say the eagle because, like I said, the true answer is the falcon. But I'm gonna say the eagle because it's on it's USA.
Whenever in doubt, USA. I love it. All right, everybody in the studio, if you think like Funny Man Green thinks,
If
and
you don't think an eagle, you're a terrorist.
Turn your camera or leave your cameras on to show solidarity. If you think it is the hawk, cameras off, and we'll see about some extra points at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, since you're eating your cereal, we'll just see how you did. And you got everybody but one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 points to add to your score. And the one we'll see says the hawk eye. Camera.
There's my answer and my reason for it.
Well, at least we know you're not a perpetrator.
Yeah.
Everybody's allowed to be wrong at least once.
That was a good one. 6 more points earned. And congratulations to those who are on the board. But this has been your segment of Blackout. And we are going to move along and give the contestants some more chances to earn some more points. Our next game up is USA Trivia, an interactive comedy trivia game. This is where one person on the panel will get to ask their trivia question. Did everybody make up a trivia question?
Yep.
I did.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I hear we got some good stuff. We got to learn, so I'm excited. We're gonna play, of course, another game of tap in to decide who gets to ask their question. So everybody in the studio, cameras off. And we're gonna ask the easy question of what show made Kelly Clarkson famous?
Tap
in.
The one we'll see. Brad,
American Idol.
you turned the camera on, Brad, but you didn't say tap in. You have to do them together.
Yeah.
All right. The one we'll see. You are correct. It was American Idol.
Yeah. My wife would murder me if I didn't know that.
I would murder you if you didn't know that. All right. Pose your question along with your answers. And if the cast gets it correct, you win no points and your fate is in their hand. If you manage to fool them and they get it incorrect, you get to maintain your own fate. You with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let her rip.
All right. Who was the first Actors Studio graduate to come back for Inside the Actors Studio? Was it A, Kate Hudson, B, Bradley Cooper, or C, Robin Williams?
Oh my God, that was a pretty long question. So I'm going to add you back to your castmates and ask that you ask the question and give the answers one more time.
Sure, no problem. Who was the first Actors Studio graduate to come back for Inside the Actors Studio? A, Kate Hudson, B, Bradley Cooper, or C, Robin Williams?
Okay, you
It's
guys
Robin
heard.
Williams.
Okay,
No.
can we not yell out the answer? Okay, so you guys heard the question, you heard the answers. Remember mic etiquette. You have 30 seconds on the clock to discuss and come up with one answer as a team. When you have come up with the one answer, you turn your cameras off and you're locked in. And that way I will know that you have made your choice. If you fail to do so, the choice will revert back to the player. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Remember, mic etiquette. Let the conversation begin.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper.
You gotta be Cooper.
Yeah.
I never watched that shit.
Robin
So
Williams.
Robin
Williams.
Williams went to Juilliard. Now I don't know whether that didn't keep him from going there, but the question that fools is that he was a graduate of the Actors Studio.
Robin Williams, the only one that graduate of Juilliard.
Yeah, he went to Juilliard, but that's not the Actors Studio.
Yeah, that's two separate.
Bradley Cooper. Damon, the reason why I got to go against you because there was a question about Chicago. You're from Chicago.
I knew
and
you were going to do
wrong.
it, David Green. I knew you were going to be against
10
me. I
seconds
knew it.
on the clock.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
I do it in protest.
I think it was my mama.
Thank you, Randy.
All right, Brad Rigler, camera on. Tell me what the team's answer was, and do you agree, disagree?
As a team, Brenda, we decided it was Bradley Cooper. I do agree. I agree because I think we determined that the trick of that question was graduate of the Actors Studio. And we know that Robin Williams went to Juilliard, so that was we thought that was the trick.
I love it. Using your noggins. Very productive. All right, the one we'll see. Tell us what the answer is and give us a little background.
Yeah, definitely. So the answer is indeed Bradley Cooper. It is a wonderful episode of Inside the Actors Studio. If you've never seen it, you should definitely check it out. It's a beautiful moment when the first graduate comes back for the interview. It was a very, very touching episode. And I do also want to say I threw Robin Williams into the mix of answers on purpose as a curveball, and it worked out beautifully. But damn it if you didn't go with the right answer.
Well, then that means it didn't work out. And the one
it did. It made their head turn, but it didn't make it stick. You know what I mean? And I was really hoping to throw Kay Hudson in there would be enough that it would really turn the focus towards Robin. You know what I mean? But good job, everybody. Good job.
Well, they got it correct. So that means your fate lies in their hand. So we are going to put everybody else back on the board. Cameras on. You guys have 30 seconds to decide if the one we'll see will do 3 minutes of comedy or will he do 3 minutes of something else. If you guys do not come to a decision within 30 seconds, the choice will revert back to the contestant. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let the conversations begin.
I mean, dude's got that optimism
I think he should do 3 minutes. I think he should do 3 minutes just to prove himself.
3 minutes of comedy?
I'm down with that.
3 minutes of comedy.
Yeah, I think he needs to do 3 minutes of comedy.
3 minutes of comedy while standing on his head.
Lock it in.
In Robin Williams' voice.
All right, the one will. There was a lot of speculation about what you should do, so I'm gonna just try to fit all of it into what I think you should do. So they want to see 3 minutes of comedy in Robin Williams' voice, but I'm going to change that to 3 minutes of comedy in your own character voice, one of your choosing. All right.
Like one of my own? Like I have to have a character voice, though? Is that what you mean?
Yes, it has to be something other than the one we'll see's voice.
Oh, you're in so much trouble.
I love good trouble. All right, 3 minutes on the clock and let the funny begin.
Well, I suppose I shall tell you about the time that I had the most lovely weekend with this boy. I was down south with the family, and we go down there every summer. And this boy, he was just so persistent. I couldn't help myself but say yes. Yes, I will go out with you. Why would I not? Of course I will. Now, he took me to the fair, but he didn't win nothing. He tried a few times, but he just done lost his money. But I did blow one of the corners behind the stand so that I could get me a teddy bear, because, I'm not leaving there empty-handed. That's just not my way. No, sir. No, it's not. All right. And then we went on the merry-go-round, and we went on the teacups. And as soon as we got off them teacups, he started tossing his cookies all over the place. And I just was beside myself. I could not believe that. Take me home. Take me home right now. No. You ain't getting on this. Ain't no way you getting up on this. Wash your mouth out. Wash your mouth out right now. Oh, am I still okay? I'm not. Lord, I apologize.
We will pull him off. All right, the one we'll see. That was about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But everybody in the studio, if you liked what the one we'll see did, because he didn't win any points for his trivia question. So here's a chance for you to earn some points. If you liked what he did, cameras on to show your appreciation. And if he did not make you laugh and did not fill the ticket, leave your cameras off and we'll talk about it later at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see how you did. Boom, everybody but one. Oh, well, let's get the bad news. All right, malfunction junction, camera on. What prevented Joe Finger from touching the button for the one we'll see?
The accent would have gotten him strangled with his walking petunias by, I guess, what was that, Georgia, Texas, or Louisiana?
No idea.
Oh,
I'm sure they wouldn't either, but they'd still choke you.
Okay. Well, we got that out of the way. So, Funny Man Green, what got you to turn your camera on for the one we'll see?
I hate to be sexist, but gay voices always crack me up.
Yeah, no, they do.
Good a reason as any. All right, Brad Rigler, what got you to turn your camera on for the one we'll see?
I'm not proud of this, but it was the puppy dog eyes at the end begging. That's
yes. Yes.
It works.
Last ditch effort. Yeah. Nice.
I didn't hear Sarah McLachlan sing for him.
Mic etiquette, gentlemen, please. What did you say, Brad?
I said it worked.
Well, it is good to know that the antics are still top notch. All right, Randy Holton, what got you to turn your stream on for the one we'll see?
Let's see if I can figure this character out. A young Southern belle with their bow at a carnival getting a blowjob behind the ride.
Giving.
Give me a blowjob.
Giving. Yeah.
We'll have to see. So I guess curiosity got you to turn the button on because you want to know if you're right. Okay, Stephen Douglas, what got you to turn your camera on for the one we'll see?
It reminded me of my persona of crackhead Cindy, Cindy the crackhead. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Absolutely. They should meet up for coffee. Damien, what got you to turn your stream on for the one we'll see?
Well, because I think that motherfucker made it look like David Green and Randy Holton had a fucking baby. That was beautiful. Loved it. Every fucking minute.
See, you got one.
Why are you still laughing,
4,
Randy?
5. You got 5 points on the board,
You and
so
David.
you did really good, and you didn't get and you didn't get a 0. So clap it up.
Yay!
Remember to take a hold of your score because I won't know. All right, it is time for us to jump off into our next segment, which is the 3 minutes sit the fuck down chair interview. And this is a dynamic and funny interviews from our funny friends. We will select an interviewer, and he alone will get to pick from our folks on the stream who he would like to interview. We discussed this in the green room, and we came to an answer, which is our boy Brad Rigler, because it's been a while since we've seen him. I know, right?
I can't wait to interview.
All right. Well, you've had a chance to play some games with the folks on the screen and observe them in the green room. So who would you like to grant this 3-minute interview to?
Oh, okay. Not that I have a photographic memory, but can we bring the screen back up? Because I know so many people by their placement there. All right, let's take a look around. I would say Damon because I'm pretty sure he's with an Uber right now, but he keeps cutting in and out. Is that? I swear to God,
I get cut in and out every time Brenda cuts me off.
I don't know, man. Okay, so I will go back out there, and I will say, yeah. So we got to keep it going on. I'm going to say David Green.
Okay, let's do the David Green. That is a good choice. It's been a while since we've seen him. And Damien, just for the interest of the show and me not getting evicted from my apartment, I have to make it so that I can talk and run the show and not be here all night. But this is a good matchup. Funny Man Green, I'm curious to know what you have been up to. So this is going to be good. I'm getting everything together back here. What will happen is I will ask you the first question, Funny Man Green. After you answer my question, then Brad Rigler, you will be given 3 minutes to get down to the bottom of it all. Everybody with me?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, good as gold. Okay, here we go. What is your stage name and how did you come about your stage name, David Green?
My stage name is Funny Man Green. How I got the name was from a fellow comedian or whatever. Because I just went by David Green and it was just plain. He was like, he was just like, you just need to change your name up or whatever like that. No, and he said, what about Funny Man Green? And it just stuck.
I remember when it wasn't Harmeet. What's his name? Harmeet? Harmeet with the Green Man Funny?
Green Man Funny. Yeah.
I know that's when it stuck for me. And ever since then, now when I see David Green, I'm like, David, Funny Man, never mind. Anyway, I've always been curious, so thank you for giving us that insight. All right, Brad Rigler, 3 minutes on the clock. Take it away.
Brenda, I am shocked that you I don't know whether this was like a passive aggressive dig at David Green. You're like, how on earth did you get the nickname Funny Man Green? Where on earth? I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, sure, you're a man in a comic, but where do they look at you and think, boy, those things go together? So funny, man. I tell you this. So then, really, so do you put that when you advertise, when you put out flyers, when you're up anywhere, you advertise yourself as Funny Man Green?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And the reason for that is you feel so why did you choose to go? What the advantage do you think that gives you over just using your regular name?
I think that gives a crowd a heads up that, you know what I mean, that, but no, it's also a challenge because, you know what I mean, I can't sit there and say Funny Man Green and not be funny. They're just gonna say, no, you're just David Green.
Yeah, you always set the bar up there pretty high. But is there any chance? Because I noticed you do one of your bits about food stamps. I saw that in the sponsor spotlight, right?
Right.
And so you draw on stuff from your own life?
Oh, the total truth, I just be all over the place. I have a weird imagination. You know what I mean? Like, I'll talk about vampires. I'll talk about all kinds of stuff. It's just,
damn, that is funny, man. No, hey, but let me say this. I'm glad to hear that I'm getting that part was made up, and I'm really glad because I would tell anybody at home who is on food stamps, don't do a live stream behind the food piano.
The food stamps is true.
The food stamps is true. I mean, take a look around. There's a grand piano in the back of your room. I mean, I would have to think, did you ever stop to think that maybe sell the piano to get some food? You get a stone fireplace. There's like a freshly shot elk on a spit in the bag, and an apple in his mouth and shit. He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm on the food stamp. Get the hell out of here.
No, you heard the term fake it till you make it. No, this is what it really looked like.
Okay. There you go. All right, cool. Thank you. I got to tell you, if I were your caseworker and I saw that shit, I would be making some phone calls.
Yeah. That's exactly what it looked like. It was
a very middle America, Texas backdrop. I'm like, that doesn't look like Funny Man's house. I was like, dude, all he's missing. I was like, I swear to God, if a Yorkie comes yapping in, I'm turning off.
Yeah, shoot.
No, man. So you're not doing it to hide your identity. You like to set the bar high for yourself. Right. And somebody else, and this is very important, is that somebody else gave you the moniker, said you earned this. Do you feel like a nickname it's kind of like, do you look at it like a fighter looks at their name? It's like something you have to earn rather than choose for yourself if you're going to have that nickname be associated with you?
Yeah. Especially as you know what I mean, you can't be a boxer and call yourself, you know what I mean, knockout king or knockout somebody. You're the one that keeps knocked out. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Give me sugar if you're sweet. I know.
What a great interview. The time is up. You guys did so good. This was very informative. Thank you, Brad Rigler and Funny Man Green, for bringing such fun to an interview. This is how I would hope that all my interviews would be. It never is. But you guys are too funny. And for all of you guys who are just now tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, this is the 3-minute sit the fuck down chair interview, which are dynamic and funny interviews from our funny friends while I'm back here choking to death. I'm like, all right, guys. While I go get some water, we're gonna do another spotlight. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa.
Out the spotlight, y'all. Do, 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 do. And word.
Word.
Yes, this is another spotlight from another one of our funny friends that we downloaded into our video files today. Like I said, I never named them because I want to be as surprised as you guys are. So here is the next one. Hope you guys enjoy.
Phil Strickland here, Executive Event Coordinator with MPSC Entertainment. Now listen, you got a venue, you got drinks flowing, a good vibe, but you're thinking, man, we need some kind of comedy up in here. Problem is, you don't know how to get it started. Well, guess what? That's where we come in. At MPSC Entertainment, we'll do the heavy lifting for you. Whether you're looking for a laid-back open mic night or a full comedy showcase with some seasoned talent, we got you covered. We'll pop right up in there and pop right up with the laughter. You handle the drinks, the crowd, and the vibe. We'll bring the laughs, the lineup, and the energy to keep them hanging out and ordering another round. Reach out to us today at mpscentertainment.com. Let's get something on your calendar and turn your slow night into a sold-out one. That's what I'm talking about. No problem. I got you. MPSC Entertainment, your vision, our talent. Let's work. All right. Talk to you later. Peace.
And that was the spotlight. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa.
The spotlight, y'all. Do, 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 do. And word. Shout out to our boy Phil Strickland out in Ohio, turning it out with the Art of the Republic plus the vibes. Try to say that like 5 times. Anyway, shout out to him and Notarius and Joey Lee all out in that area making it happen for clean comedy. And others. Now that I've seen the video, I'm starting to understand. All right, you guys, it's time for us to hop into our next segment, which is my 2 cents. And this is a segment where I'm going to ask my funny friends a question that comes across my social media pages that I often end up scratching my head on. So I always need to hear some other thoughts besides my own. I'm getting treated for that. All right. So social media 911. How do you deal with rejection? Hashtag weigh in, y'all. And this is a serious question because I get told no more times than I get told yes. So I don't know. How do y'all deal with rejection? Let's go to our cast. What do you think, David Green?
How do I deal with rejection? Oh,
yeah.
shoot. I mean, I don't know. If somebody tells me no, I mean, I just go about my business. I don't.
It doesn't even register that they told you no.
No. I mean, I go about my business.
Like
it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? It's not like they're like, you know what I mean, the curator. You know what I mean? They could sit there and, you know what I mean, take me off the world or something like that. I mean, no. Okay. All right. Well, next.
You're like, okay, so you're like just on to the next thing. Okay.
Exactly.
Malfunction junction. How do you deal with rejection?
I don't. If I get rejected, I'm not for those people, or if it's something you tell me not to do, I'm kind of big on it's better to just go ahead and beg for forgiveness than it is to ask permission. Because 95% of the time in a situation like that, everyone else is stupid but me.
I love it. Brad Rigler. This is something I'm sure you've heard over and over and over again. So how do you deal with...
I think you got a lot of low blows here, Landon. On me, like Brad Rigler, rejection. I guarantee you this next guy has a PhD and no thank ye.
No, thank you.
I'm sure that you wanted things your way, and you ask the people, and they're like, no. So how do you deal with the no?
Well, I will say I'm married, so you know what I mean. I haven't gotten rejected. But how do I handle it when my wife rejects me? It's like, well, that you just, you know what, practice makes perfect. And so, hey, the truth of the matter is, as a performer, you're going to get massive amounts of rejection, and so each of those times, the first couple times it happens, it's a learning experience of how you're going to handle it, because there's a lot of people out there who want a spot, and there are and there's a very few spots to get. So there's any number of things that fall into why people don't go your way. It could be any number of things. And you just can't take it. You can't take a look at it like, hey, there's you got to have a short memory when it comes to that thing. You can't hold grudges, because it's a small world, and you start getting pissed at everybody who didn't book you or turn you down everywhere. Eventually you won't talk to anybody. You're not going to get booked anyway. So you got to be cool. You got to have a short memory, and you got to be professional. And, and that is how I deal with rejection.
Okay, by having a short memory and remaining professional. I like it. Randy Holton, how do you deal with the no's?
I tell everybody to fuck off. I give them all the bird. I say, you're a bunch of assholes. Well,
there you go. Good point.
Okay. I make them scared to tell you no. That's good. Okay. The one we'll see. How do you deal with the no's?
I have to agree and say that it's got to be water off a duck's back. And I think to take just a tiny step further, don't take it personal. Like when you get rejected for whatever it is, like, listen, that one particular person or that one particular club may not want to have you at this time, even. You know what I mean? Like, no now doesn't mean no forever. You know what I mean? So, like, like he was saying, there's so many different reasons that could have contributed to that no, that, like, you can't take it personal. You can't let it, like, root into you, and you just got to keep plugging. Because otherwise, he's exactly right. You will go into paralysis.
For like a Ruby step.
Uh-oh. I don't want to do that. All right, Stephen Douglas, how do you deal with the no's?
I'm like Mr. Green there. I really just go with the flow. I mean, I was producing comedy shows here in Bangor, and when I first started, people was telling me it's not going to work, you can't do it, no one's going to show up. I packed the house night one right up for 3 years. Every one of my shows were packed, so I just said, "Fuck you! I'm going to prove you wrong," and did it anyway. I don't let the rejection stop me. It's a fuel to keep me fighting to go.
I love it. You guys are a bunch of fighters. All right, Damien, how do you deal with the no's?
I don't deal with the no's. I hired you, didn't I, Brenda? You came all the way from Las Vegas to St. Roberts, Missouri to host Phil Page. All right, so when people tell me no, here's what I tell them. I'm going to do what Steven does in Maine. I'm going to do what everyone else does in New Jersey. I'm going to do what everyone does with David Green in Washington, D.C., and we're going to at least fucking make people laugh, because that's what the fucking job is. Can I get a what?
Okay. I definitely see that you guys have a healthy view to rejection. Nobody here needs to be added to any class, so that's always good. It is now time for our You Say trivia and interactive comedy trivia game, where one of you will get to pose your question. Everybody came with a question, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are, of course, going to make it fair, and we are going to go with tap in. everybody's screen should be off. And we are looking for another person to play this awesome game. The simple question of the night is, what was the name of the show that made the character Claire Huxtable a star?
Kevin.
Brad Regler, good. Look, you finally got one. Yeah, all right. What is the answer to the question?
The Cosby Show.
That is correct. Ding, 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 ding.
Don't sleep on Bill Cosby.
All right. So,
It's hard not to.
To ask your trivia question.
Okay.
So you are to ask the question and give us 3 answers to choose from.
Very good. Okay. So Abraham Lincoln got the nickname, just kind of in the theme we talked earlier, earned the nickname Honest Abe from refereeing what? Either A, baseball, B, boxing, or C, cockfighting.
Okay, everybody, go ahead, Brad, and reiterate the question and the answers just to make sure we got it.
Abraham Lincoln got the nickname Honest Abe from refereeing what? A, boxing, or A, baseball, B, boxing, or C, cockfighting.
All right, you guys, you heard the question and the answers twice. 30 seconds on the camera to I am tired. It is late night and it is certainly showing. Okay, 30 seconds on the clock. Decide amongst yourselves what the right answer is. When you come to the correct answer, turn the cameras off, yell locked in so that I know you guys have made your decision. If you guys fail to do so, the choice will revert back to the contestant in play. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope so. All right, let the conversations begin.
Boxing.
I think
boxing.
he was a referee, wasn't he, in baseball and Little League or something like that?
No, I'm pretty sure it's boxing. I'm like certain of it.
Yeah.
Although I do want to say cockfighting just to say cock.
I don't got any idea.
Well, I think that David Green will agree it's cockfighting. David, lock it in. Come on, bro.
Boxing.
David knows it's all about cockfighting. Lock it in.
10 seconds on the clock.
Cockfighting.
I said boxing.
Okay, for real boxing.
I'm a dollar deal.
Nude
7,
wrestling. Nude women wrestling.
6,
Locked
5,
in.
4,
Boxing.
Everybody say locked in.
2.
Locked in. Boxing.
Okay. All right, you guys. Man, that was like pulling hairs off of my legs. All right, Randy, camera on. Tell me what the group's answer was, and do you agree and think you guys got it right, or do you disagree?
Well, apparently they said boxing, referee boxing, I guess. But I really thought it was nude mud wrestling. I really thought that was really the right answer, but I regretted and I said, okay, or I went with the crowd is boxing. So apparently he was the referee of boxing.
Well, let's get the answer. All right, Brad Rigler, tell us what the answer is and give us a little background.
Fantastic. Prepare to be pissed off because it is cockfighting. Honest Abe was a cockfighting referee. It's mentioned in several historic books. Purpose it out that there will be the fact checkers like to get down into the dirt saying, well, that's a rumor or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But that is the source of Honest Abe. He's always an honest cockfight referee.
I'm dying. I'm fucking dying.
It was at the time, keep in mind, it was at the time the second most watched and attended spectator sport in the country. And
Wow.
cockfighting
that
was.
we learn around here. Okay, Brad.
This makes Michael Vick look a little less disturbing for the dogfighting now.
Well, I don't know if you've ever had a pet chicken, but they shit everywhere.
Get to pick your own fate, whether you will do 3 minutes of comedy or whether you will do 3 minutes of something else. So which one will it be and why?
Okay, I'm going to say I'm going to do 3 minutes of something else, but it's going to seem like stand-up. And if it's funny, it is. If it's not, it's something else.
Oh, I see. I failed to tell you that the something else is always chosen by the audience.
Oh, shit. Well, to avoid being singing, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to do, I guess I can talk about 3 minutes of comedy.
The choice is yours.
Then I've made my choice. I've made my decision, Brenda. It's going to be comedy.
Your soul is settled. 3 minutes on the clock and let the funny begin.
Boom. You know what? I recently got to go to Puerto Rico, the island of Puerto Rico. And I'll tell everybody, if you guys haven't been, y'all look like well-traveled gentlemen. But if you haven't been, little secret, lot of Puerto Ricans. Oh, yeah. Beautiful place. It's beautiful. I got to go to a spa. I'd never been to a spa before. Had all these like beautiful attendants, and they escorted me to a very secluded location where I met my massage therapist. You know, and it turned out to be a dude. I was gonna like shut it. I was like, why was this mentioned? You know what I mean? Like, why was there should have been a box I had to check? Like, it should come up that something could come up. You know what I mean? I need to know. I was going to shut him down right there and then, but I did notice that when he saw me, he was bummed too. So I was like, if we're both, uncomfortable, that kind of puts me at ease, But then it got real weird real quick because you're like, I need you to take your clothes off, sir. And I'm like, no, man, it's cool. You can just be like, no big deal. But he like pulled this Jedi mind trick thing on me. He goes, there's no need for you to be frightened, sir. Like, so now I'd be like a punk if I don't do it. So I was like, all right. Next thing I know, I'm buck naked, face down, with my face shoved in this like foam donut hole thing, I felt like Oprah Winfrey was shitting me out. It was very uncomfortable. Got dead quiet. I heard him crack his knuckles. And I swear to God, he whispered in my ear, do you like the music? What happened? You know what I mean? What happened? That's when he took out, he tossed some of the I later found out it was through the essential oil on my back. But the first thing I thought was quick. Before I could stand up, like, hey, happens to everybody, dude, That's when he put his hands on me. And it was incredible. I will never pay a woman for a massage again.
Oh my God.
Some dainty little hands. You're a heterosexual. I know that. I ain't paying for that. I want a man to grab a hold and get in there and grab a hold and mold me, Umberto. Second best thing about having a dude give you a massage, you don't need to hold in your farts.
Perfect.
Great timing.
Time. Oh my goodness.
Yay!
Feather in the cap. Here is your chance to make some points or some more points and get further on the board. If you guys enjoyed what Brad Rigler did, leave your cameras on to show your appreciation. And if he didn't make you laugh at all, first of all, you're probably a dead fish, but off and we'll discuss it later at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. We got one again. And I'm just curious to figure this one out. Okay, Damien, camera on. What prevented you from pushing that button?
Well, to be honest, I really thought that David Green and Randy Jedi fucked him into his set. So I should have fucking agreed. I really think that David mind fucked him. Hey, but I will say this. That was a great set. I was just holding out for the crowd. That was a great set, bro. You didn't fuck it up.
Holding out for the crowd.
By the way, lock it in.
All right. What got you to turn your camera on for Brad Rigler?
It sounds like somebody's getting it on. Did you hear that? When you asked Daniel what prevented you return the camera on, I was gonna say Bob Connie. I like this whole set. The whole set of about getting a massage by a guy that don't have me cracking up.
That definitely was a redirection when he said he's like, I don't want no more women to massage me.
and at the end when he was talking about you don't got to hold in your farts or whatever.
Oh man,
I'm getting ready to turn it off and turn it back on that one.
Malfunction Junction, what got you to turn your stream on for Brad Rigler?
Well, having been massaged by a dude once, I can relate to everything he was thinking about, feeling about, especially knowing that the dude that gave me the massage was, in fact, gayer than. Yeah, he was not attracted to me though, which was what mattered the most.
Good news.
He fixed my trouble spot. I just don't walk straight anymore, which is fucked up. Very weird. No canoe valve tampered with.
All right, Randy Holton, what got you to push the button for Brad Rigler?
Well, I'd like to introduce him to a Swedish woman built like a truck driver, and she can give you a massage like a man.
Her name is Olga. Okay. The one will see what got you to turn your camera on for Brad Rigler.
Well, I think the whole set was really great. I want to let you know if I want to see a Puerto Rican, all I got to do is go into the other room because that's my wife. So yeah, no, your whole set was really, really good, really funny stuff. I had a female masseuse that turned me into a scorpion one time, so I don't know what you're talking about. I think a woman can get in there just as good as a man. I'll tell you that. That's. You ever get that one?
Stephen Douglas, what got you to turn your stream on for Brad Rigler?
I thought his set was really good, but what got me is when he mentioned that the masseuse was a man. I've had both men and women for masseuse, and I've got to agree with him. Men are a better masseur than a woman, especially if you get a little dainty woman to try to give you a massage. It's a waste of money.
Going to the wrong parlor.
It seems like someone's been there. All right.
Well, if you go to a Russian parlor, you got Helga working on you, sure.
Next, 5 more points to add to your score. Again, you guys are responsible for keeping up with your own scores, so I'm hoping that you've been doing that during the episode because I really don't know. And it's going to take me forever to go back and see what the point score is on the video. All right. But we are da, 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 at our next game. And this one is called Who Said That? And this is where I will show you an image of something one of our funny friends said right here. I looked up all the things that these people might have said, and I'm going to show one person, 3 of them, and you have to get 2 out of 3 correct to receive the 5 points. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So in order to find us a contestant, you guys know what we're going to do. So cameras off, and let's get this game of tap in going. All right, my simple question for the day is on what day did the Pope die?
Tevin.
David, funny man green, hot on the screen. What day did the Pope go to a better place?
That would be April the 24th.
Oh no,
Tevin. Tevin.
the one we'll see.
He died on Monday the 21st.
That is correct. Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you, Pope. I knew he was up there rooting for me.
That is correct. The one we'll see. Funny man green. He was buried on the 24th. But he actually died.
I knew it was Monday, but I work cat eye, and now this is this and that. I thought I don't know.
He was like, I work. That's all I can say. All right. Are you ready to play the game of Who Said That?
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited.
All right. So in this game, the one we'll see, you got 2 help. You can A, ask your castmates to help you with the answer, or B, you can have me check the comments and see if anybody told you what the answer was in the comment section. Okay.
All right.
Now remember, you have to get 2 out of 3 to win the 5 points. Okay.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Meatloaf said so.
All right. Our first one is, whatever success I've had, I always like to top it.
Can I see the choices again, please?
I know who said that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure that's Dave Chappelle, number 6.
Okay. You're sure you don't want to use no?
Let me look at it again. Can I look at it again?
Because I hear. Mind you, you only have 1 minute to do all of these 3.
Oh, to do all 3? Okay. Then for this one, let me ask the panel real quick then, please.
All right, panel. Who is that that's having an ultrasound?
What are you saying?
Okay, so panel, you guys, you only get to choose 1 person on the panel. So who's it going to be?
The top right corner with the hat.
Damien. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, Damien. I saw him wave first.
All right, Damien, what do you have to say? Who said that?
It was Dave Chappelle.
Okay, all right. Dave Chappelle, lock it in. Can I do that? Yeah.
It is up to you. So you think it is Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle? Yes?
Yeah, I'm going to say Dave Chappelle, lock it in, because that's what I thought anyway. Is it
All
Dave?
right. Are you ready for your sound effect?
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh.
Bernie Mac, baby.
Bernie. Yeah, I mean, I can see him saying that. Man, we just watched Guess Who today. We just watched that today.
It was
Anyway,
definitely Bernie Mac. So I just heard
cool.
someone yell out.
What's the next one?
Have
Because I still
one
got. If I get the last two, I get it.
You only have one power up left, and that is for me to check the audience. So here is your next quote. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Remember, you have to get both of these correct for the 5 points. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy.
Yeah, this is definitely Dave Chappelle. I'll lock it in right now.
Missive, I don't understand this person, so they're crazy.
I thought you said I only have a minute. I want to lock in my answer.
These people
Dave Chappelle, 100%. No doubt.
People, maybe their environment is a little sick. Okay, so
You sound like Murray Vegan.
You are dead set on Dave Chappelle. Huh?
Yeah, no, that's definitely Dave. That I know is Dave. I've heard him say that, like, I don't know how many times.
Okay, it seems like you are resolute. You don't want to use your help button?
No, not for this one, no.
All right, here is your...
That was a little scary. You got it right. That was a little scary.
That is correct. It is
Thanks.
Dave Chappelle, and you were quick on, you were Johnny on the spot. Now remember, you have to get this next one correct. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. These are all direct quotes from this comedian. Health nuts are going to feel stupid someday, lying in hospitals, dying of nothing. A girl's legs are her best friends, but even the best of friends must part. Beauty may only be skin deep, but ugly goes clear to the bone. You have about 30 seconds left on the clock. Who said that?
Can I see the list of people?
Don't say Dave Chappelle. Don't say Dave
I'm
Chappelle.
definitely, yeah, I'm not gonna.
No, they're not all Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah, no.
Your first hint is this: the person who said that is not on this list.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, so I was. Oh man. Well, how is that gonna work? So I definitely can't get this. I can't get it right. Now see, that's not fair. That is wrong.
You can ask the audience. You can ask the people.
Okay, all right, yeah. We're in the comments, right?
Well,
they might know who said this.
You first have to ask them.
Oh shit. Okay, you know what? We'll go with that. I'll go with that answer. Red Fox. We'll go with Red Fox.
Who's in the audience? Oh, Douglas Stephen. He said Bernie Mac as well, though.
Yeah, but you said he wasn't on the list, and Red Fox isn't on that list, but Bernie Mac is.
No, Bernie Mac was the first. Was the first question.
No audible, please. Thank you. All right. So, are you going to stick with that, or are you going to do?
Yeah, no. Well, because you said it wasn't on the list, and I could see Red Fox saying all those things. That was the thing. Like each one of those things, I was like, man, that doesn't really sound like any of these dudes. But I could see Red Fox saying all those things for sure.
You are correct. It was Red Fox. Good job,
yes.
you guys, and playing that game. You have won your
I'm a winner.
So make sure that you keep up with your score. We are off to our.
That's how many points?
5 points.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
We are off to our very last You Say trivia question, and this one is going to be a cast vote. So without voting for yourself, let us know who you would like to hear a trivia question from. Funny Man Green, who would you like to hear from?
Who haven't we? No, Randy Holton.
Randy Holton? I think he's the okay, Randy. Oh wait, you've been selected. So who would you like to hear from?
Damien. He comes up with some crazy shit.
All right, Damien is definitely one for Randy, one for Damien. How about you, Malfunction Junction?
I'm gonna go with Damien.
All right, Brad Rigler, who would you like to hear the trivia question from?
I'll go with. Let me bring it back on here. Can I see the full screen, please? Thank you. I would like to hear from Stephen Douglas.
Thank you.
Okay, I like it. Randy, you already voted. The one we'll see. Who would you like to hear from?
Who's the fella in the top left? Because I went top right last time. The top left.
Damien.
Top left is
that
David Green.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that Dave? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, you did your question though, didn't you?
Dave Chappelle earlier, dude. Like I didn't even notice.
Well, that's also like on my screen, the live covers that whole like half of that screen, so I can't even see that.
That's why you should learn their names, right? So
yeah, but it's so small I can't see it. I can't see that. Like,
I know how that
unless
is.
that I gotta go like this. Hang on. Wait, I can. All right. You know, Damien, let's go with him then.
I believe you because you was the only one to pick the Hulk.
For Damien, how about you, Stephen Douglas, who gets your vote?
I guess the consensus is going to be Damien, so let's go with him.
All right, Damien, the consensus is you, but who would have gotten your vote?
I'm going to go with funny man David Green.
Okay.
You know what?
It's your turn, so go ahead and
Because he's the only fucking clean comic in the Alack.
Get some funny on.
He's the only clean comic, and he's just like my dirty jokes.
Go ahead and pose your question and the 3 answers.
Okay. Which airport did David Green not to one of my shows? Was it BWI? Was it Washington Central or O'Hare?
Well, as great of a question as that is, this must be Googleable, Damien, and I don't think that is Googleable. So
no, it's not Googleable because I know that David Green's the only one who knows the answer.
So therefore, we must refrain the question to something that's Googleable.
I didn't know that was a word until just now. Googleable.
I'll change it up. I work on you, Brenda. You always do this. Okay.
I gotta learn how to say that word.
So, what the
Technical difficulties.
I'm just gonna let Funny Man Green do it. Go ahead and pose your question.
Come on, I can't stay up all night. Let's go.
No, it should be Steven. Steven was second in the votes.
Yeah.
Well, you're the last name I heard, so chop chop.
But answer that question was BWI.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Oh my goodness. That was so crazy that you asked that one question about the Cosby Show because that was my question. How many daughters did Bill Cosby have on the Cosby Show? Was it 2, 3, or 4?
Okay. Well, you have a lot of belief in the Cosby Show. Rest the cast. I don't think you need to hear that question again. 30 seconds on the clock to come up with an answer.
3.
Let the conversations begin.
It was 3, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was 3.
And then just 2 because the little one that came later was like the granddaughter. Technically, she was the oldest daughter's kid.
Yeah. That was her, man.
So I think just 2.
Rudy was the youngest, but then there was Rudy.
There was an older one that did the college years, the different world college years or whatever.
Yeah, they brought it.
And that kid was So I think
By
just
the way,
2.
the airport was BWI. By the way, the airport was BWI.
Right. Yeah. All right. 2? Are we saying 2?
I guess
3.
2.
There was Rudy, dude. You forget the girl in the middle. The girl in the middle, man.
The girl in the middle.
Girl in the middle is the second.
There was a middle child. You know what? The one that was played by Dave Chappelle. There was a middle daughter.
No.
So
No, that was the weird dude with glasses on Different World. That's who Dave Chappelle was.
All right, so I said 2, but we're going to get it wrong because nobody's locked in on shit.
It's 3.
9,
Lock in on 3.
8,
Lock in on 3.
7, 6, 5.
We're locked in, right?
4,
Lock in on 3.
3, 2.
Damien, what are you doing?
1. Okay. All right, David Green, tell us what the answer was and give us a little background.
Okay, you all was so close. It was 4. It was Rudy. It was Sonia. It was Denise, and it was Vanessa.
Oh yeah, Vanessa.
That is correct. Sonia was the oldest, then Denise, then Vanessa, and then Rudy. So
That's right. She married Elvin. I forgot the oldest. She married Elvin.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Golly.
And because they got it wrong, you get 5 points to add to your score. So lucky you. And you get to decide whether you will do 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else. But beware, the something else is chosen by them.
Let's try something else. Let's see what they got planned.
Ooh, I love the confidence. All right, everybody else, cameras on. 30 seconds on the clock to decide what the something else is. Remember, mic etiquette. Let the conversation begin.
Sing the national anthem as Bill Cosby.
As Bill Cosby.
I think it should be. I think it should be David Green being Bill Cosby while he's at the airline counter trying to make his flight to his show. What he said to that woman. I think
that
he was trying to get on his flight.
I think that he should do Dave Chappelle doing Bill Cosby at the airport. That's all right. That's just.
I think you should give a wrestling promo, like he's about to
yes, that's perfect. Perfect. Lock it in.
What are we locking in on?
I think wrestling promo.
Yeah,
wrestling
promo sounds great.
As Santa Claus.
At the airport.
All right,
Sunday in there.
It seems like you put your fate into their hands while half of them were drinking. So, what is you are going to do a 3 minutes of a wrestling promo at the airport. So, 3 minutes on the clock and let the other begin.
3 minutes. What do you mean, brother? What do you mean that my flight is canceled? I gotta make it to the thing. Make it to the thing. Brother. That don't make no sense. You're gonna get me all pissed off, brother.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know good old girl. I want to sit there and I want to do a show with Virginians. And when I get on, try to get on the flight, and they try to say, "Oh, you got there too late." I feel so mad. I'm trying to think of Zeus. What was Zeus? What do you mean? It was
Oh my God.
He hurt himself.
I think the power of Christ compelled him.
Oh, quit it.
What's another
Tony.
Only oh no, I'm asking about wrestlers. Who was another wrestler? The Ultimate Warrior, but he didn't really talk. Oh, he said, my Ultimate Warriors, they're gonna rise up. They're gonna rise up. I won't even have to catch the flight. They're gonna lift me up. They're gonna take me to St. Louis, Missouri. So I can say hi, Connie. Hi, Connie.
David. Got a shout out from David.
Hey, Debo. Debo, think about the tickets. Grab the ladder.
Okay, the time is up. Very funny stuff. Oh my God. All right, Funny Man Green, way to take other and make it your beard. All right, everybody in the studio, if you enjoyed what Funny Man Green did, turn your cameras on to show your appreciation. If he didn't make you laugh with his 3 minutes of other, leave your cameras off and we'll talk about it later at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, Funny Man Green, you got 5 more points added because of the trivia. And here's your chance to make some more points. How do you think you did?
Probably not well because I beat myself almost to death. That's all Zeus did. Oh,
well, woo! A full stream turn. That means you got 6 points and you get to add 5 more because everybody on the screen agreed with you. So let's get some feedback. Malfunction Junction, what got you to turn your camera on?
I don't exactly know what the hell that was other than the exorcism of Funny Man Green. Possessed there a little bit. I was hoping for some ceiling action or, Spider-Man drop down something weird, contort maybe, but I got a Slim Jim out of it.
Okay. Brad Rigler, what got you to turn your stream on for Funny Man Green?
Yeah, we set up the challenge and he stepped up. I laughed. It was cool because he went back through the wrestlers that he knew. And you know what I mean? But I was thinking when I said it, I was like, you know what? He should do it as I thought in my mind, I was like, he'd do it as a wrestler, really giving a promo. But that's just a lot to ask of somebody who clearly hasn't watched wrestling for 35 years. You know what I mean? But he stepped up and made me laugh, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Absolutely. Good stuff. All right, Randy Fulton, what got you to turn your stream on for Funny Man Green?
Well, I think his cereal's soggy, hasn't it? He's been eating that cereal for almost 2 hours now. Yeah. Some soggy
Sauerkraut.
shit right now. Sauerkraut.
What?
That's
Who
where the
eats that for 2 hours?
That's where the farts came from. Sauerkraut.
Okay, so you just turned your camera on because you felt bad. Okay, the one
Oh my God.
what got you to turn your stream on for Funny Man Green?
I mean, you put forth a great effort. It is a hard ask. I've done a lot of promos. A 3-minute promo is a very, very long promo by yourself. So you kept plugging along. You kept giving it the best that you could, and I applaud you for that. But I do want to say real quick, in order to do a good Macho Man Randy Savage, all you really have to do is quietly and aggressively tell a turd who's boss. Oh yeah.
All right, well, lessons we learned. All right, Stephen Douglas, what got you to turn your camera on for Funny Man Green?
I gotta give it to him for trying real hard. I was kind of hoping he would have pulled out like The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I don't know who's got the noise going on in the background, but it's been driving me nuts all night. Turn it fucking off already. Shit. There you go. Thank you. Holy fuck. That's been driving me nuts all night long. I've just been going over people's talk, and I missed half of the set because of that. But yeah, I thought he did great. I think we all should take a turn doing that at some point.
Very good advice. I think it was Damien, but he is in a car on a mission to go to the other side of the world to do some important work. So we're giving him a pass of the night. Okay. So
I'm here.
David Green, Funny Man Green, you got yourself.
Well, I don't get to talk about Funny Man Green.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, your sound was driving me crazy. So, okay, yes. What got you to turn your screen on for Funny Man Green?
Because I know that everything you said was the damn truth. As much as Funny Man Green maybe appreciates or doesn't appreciate my dirty humor, I knew that he is an amazing comedian and he only does clean humor. And he's the one guy that I wanted in St. Roberts. And that story that he told at the airport, talking to the airline person, I know his sister's name because his sister said, and I'm telling you, David Green, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Your sister said, that bitch is trifling. You couldn't get on that plane. And that was the plane that went into a crash. Real talk. That's the only reason why I didn't get him. So I give it up for David Green. He got on a plane that would have crashed.
Okay, the things that we hear about. Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong.
And we have come to the end of the episode where we get to do what I love to do most, and that is shout out to those of us who have helped us along our way in comedy. And we have added to your shout out in 30 seconds. You must tell us what your point score was and also who gets your golden shout out. Your golden shout out is to someone who impressed you during this episode. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Funny Man Green to the stream. Shout out, point score, and golden shout out.
Shout out, first of all, shout out to you, Brenda, for creating this and everything. Shout out to the cast. Like you said, without the cast, there wouldn't be no show. Shout out to fans and different ones in the audience. Shout out to my girl Althea McFarlane and the Morning Mac crew. Shout out to my boy Tariq Higgins, and shout out to my mom.
Woo woo, go mom.
Shout out to my dog.
What's your point score and your golden shout out?
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the point score is 25. It was the 3, it was the 9, there was the 9, and then it was the 5. 9 and 5 is 14. 14 with the question that was 6 that made 20, and then 5.
You use a Rubik's Cube or a calculator?
Oh, man. And then the extra 5 for the airport jump. So I made 25.
Rubik's Cube.
And who gets your golden shout out?
My golden shout out is to Brad for that massage story. That.
Oh yes, that definitely was a highlight. Well, shout out to you, Funny Man Green. Thank you for submitting your tape. We really do appreciate it because I need new stuff to play on the show. And definitely you did a great job in your 3 minutes. So congratulations. The funny just keeps on coming. Stay tuned to the green room. All right, okay. Next up, Malfunction Junction. Shout out, point score, golden shout out.
Well, no points tonight for me. Shout out to you first, Miss Brenda, for introducing me to these lovely people that I've met along the way. Golden shout out to Damien. I've been watching you. I know where you're at, or where you're coming to anyway. So I'll see you soon, man. Can't wait.
Oh, well, shout out to the 2 of you, my Rough Riders, and I can't wait to hear all about that. Thank you for coming yet again and giving us some more to laugh at. Damien got your golden shout out, and you got the goose egg tonight, but that's okay. You must have been weak on the button because you're so excited for what's to come. So we shall see what that is later.
I think she's talking shit.
Like I'm at a disadvantage.
I think she's talking shit.
Brad,
I know she is. She's done it all night.
30 seconds on the clock. Point score and golden shout out.
Okay. Shout outs. I don't know. Does anybody thank Jesus yet? I want to make note. It was me who did. Not that matters, but it was me. Points scored. Do we get points for the? Do I get for the interview?
No.
Oh, cool. So that was just some shit I performed for nothing. Okay, cool. 5.
No, you got 9.
What's that?
You got 9.
I go, you know what? And guess who gets my golden shout out? I go right now, you know what I mean? Come on. Even though I'm pissed at you for like mentioning mom and tearing up, how am I supposed to follow that, dude?
Find a make-a-wish kid.
Oh my God. Brad, we shout you out. Thank you so much for coming by and sharing your funny with us. You are just as funny, if not funnier, than I remember. Thank you so much. It has been my definite joy. And like I said, stay tuned to the green room. We have some other questions for you behind the scenes. Next up, we got Randy Houghton. Shout out, point score, and golden shout out.
I would like to shout out the Colby cheese because that stuff is so good.
What?
And without Colby cheese, I probably wouldn't be here today.
You said government cheese?
Well, government cheese is pretty good, but Colby cheese is better.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know the difference. You know the difference, right? Difference between government cheese.
They're talking shit.
Oh my God.
Point score, Randy, and who gets your golden shout out?
I've been writing down my score all night, and apparently I've got shit. I was keeping track of it. I was writing it down. I wrote it down. I got shit.
Good job, Randy. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was a good track keeping.
Thank God I passed elementary school. Sure did. And my golden shout out goes out to Brad because I have my own masseuse story as well with the Swiss woman that looks like a truck driver. But the dude was the gay dude was pretty good. That was pretty good. Brad.
Well, definitely shout out to you, Randy. And shout out for your house and internet holding up. I'm not looking forward to tornado season, but hopefully we can get you through it like we got you through it last time. So shout out. Stay tuned to the green room. All right, the one we'll see. Shout out, point score.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Okay, so I definitely want to shout out my wife, of course. Shout out to the Conway's Cool Kids and Kelly Cool herself, the leader of the Cool Kids. Definitely, and I want to shout out the Comedy Writers Guild for sure. You guys are an amazing group, and I definitely want to shout out Star Maker. You can catch me on the Star Maker app at a minimum of 3 times a week. So definitely check me out there. That's another place you can check me out. My point total tonight, I got 10. I got 10. That's the most I've ever gotten on this show. So I'm super excited.
All right.
And my golden shout out goes to Brad. Brad, you did a wonderful job. It was great being on with you. And I mean, the whole cast was great tonight. But Brad, you really stood out, and I enjoyed you a lot. And yeah.
Oh my God, the one we'll see. We shout you out, and thanks to Kelly out there and all your people who tune in and who have been so excited about you being on the show tonight. So shout out to all of them. Shout out. To
and shout out the Pope. The Pope, because yeah.
Oh God.
Can't forget him.
In peace to the Pope. Absolutely.
Had my back tonight.
Okay, stay tuned to the green room. Next up, Stephen Douglas, 30 seconds to shout out, point score, and golden shout out.
All right. So my first shout out, as always, is you, Brenda Brown, for putting on this show. Great show tonight. My points are just 2, and I've got 2 golden shout outs tonight. One is for Brad. I loved the gay masseuse story and the way you did it, and the voice was great. And also the one we'll see for Macho Man Randy Savage, because we're coming for you, dude.
Shout out.
It was great. Really.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's a lot of golden shout outs. You're now in competition with R. Kelly. Wait, that's a different show. All right. Shout out to you, and shout out to your gorgeous wife, Michelle, out there putting the questions out and about. Thank you guys for bringing the funny tonight. As always, I know you got to wake up early, so we will bid you adieu to you and Jew while we take on this last shout out. Shout out, Damien.
Number one, I want everyone to know what a privilege it is for every one of us to be a part of this platform that she's done. But I want to give the golden shout out to Stephen. because I've seen him come out of his skin, and he's learned a lot from all new people, and he's learned from the veterans that have been on the show, and he's consistent. He always shows up. I love that about him. But you know what? I really got to give a shout out to David Green, Randy Halton, Tony Klein, and I got to give a shout out to the two new guys that I don't know your fucking name, but you guys were awesome, and you should come back every fucking chance you get, because this is a great place to be. Drop the fucking mic.
Well, those are definitely some really good shout outs, and I shout all of you guys out, and thank you so much for coming by and sharing my last day off. Shout out to you, Funny Man Green, Malfunction Junction, Brad Rigler, Randy Holton, the One Will See, Stephen Douglas, and Damien. You guys rock my socks. And of course, to all of you guys out there tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, I've got to call it a little bit of an early night, but shout out to Kelly. Like, she's going to be my special shout out for tonight. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you for tuning in and for sharing.
Yay!
You guys are amazing. And tune in Sunday night. So April 27th for your next new episode, and get your orders in. Them Sauce in the City late night comedy card decks are coming out soon, and you can play at home with your family and friends just like we play here. So stay tuned. We're out of here.